Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome back to the show. I decided to build my first RU team since the Teal Mask DLC dropped. I was trying to use my boy Revivroom because I've seen a lot of love for it in the forums, but man, Gardevoir just stole the show hard from him. Gardevoir didn't get anything new in the DLC, it's just still really strong like it was before. The set that I'm using on my Gardevoir should be popping up on your screen right about now. I'm running Moonblast, Psyshock, Healing Wish, and Focus Blast, but I'm gonna be real with you, I rarely click anything that isn't just Moonblast. Also, this right here is the moment I knew I wasn't making a Revivroom video. Are you kidding me? How do you fail to kill that Magnezone with high horsepower? That's the only buff Revivroom got out of the DLC there. I guess I'll also say that Magnezone definitely had some bulk invested into it because +1 high horsepower kills no bulk investment Magnezone. Maybe Revivroom will get its own video later, but for now let's talk about Gardevoir. Not only let's talk about Gardevoir, but let's talk about the ability Trace. If you don't know what Trace does, it basically copies your opponent's ability when you come in. So I want you to look at his team and see the 3 really good abilities that are great to copy. Big hint, you just saw me use one of them. Regenerator is a great ability to copy. Getting to take chip damage and then just get rid of it all when you switch out is fantastic. I don't take advantage of it this game, but Armarouge's Flash Fire is also fantastic to copy. If you can switch in on a fire move, you get immunity, and then if they're specs, they're basically forced out. I'm sure one day someone will be running weak armor Armarouge and I'll try to switch in, copy Flash Fire and just get nuked, but it hasn't happened yet. And the last ability you can trace I want to talk about this game is this here Dragalge's. Copying adaptability is insane. You're already choice specs off of base 125 special attack, which is insanely strong, and then putting adaptability on top of that is crazy powerful. While the star of our show is not on screen, let me remind you to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy it, subscribe if you want to see content similar to this in the future, and leave a comment down below on what you think of Big Gardevoir in RU right now. He did set up Trick Room with his Slowbro, so I'm going to have to play this little game of grab ass for a minute, and try to stall out turns here with my Belly Bolt and my Rotom. Slowbro goes down. I think Ambipom is dead to entry hazard, so it's basically Sylveon against the world right now. I missed that Toxic, unfortunate. He takes me out with the Hyper Voice there. I'm gonna go Rotom because I think Rotom is less likely to win me this game than Gardevoir is. And I'm pretty sure that's specs right there, man. That's a lot of damage. Sylveon is less bulky on the physical spectrum than special, so I want to hit it with Psyshock instead of Moonblast here. Also, I'm glad I got burned on Slowbro's Scald earlier, because if I was taking poison damage from this Toxic Spike instead of burn damage from Scald, I would have died, and he would have won with just a Ambipom dead to hazards in the back. Next game. Any guesses as to which ability I'm going to try to copy here? You think I'm going to try to copy Disguise and ignore the first instance of damage done and only take 12% from it? Wrong, sorry. Disguise only works if you are a Mimikyu. It doesn't work on any other Pokemon that gain the ability. I'm looking at that there Vaporeon. Vaporeon pretty much always runs Water Absorb, and the moves it's running right now are Wish Protect, Scald, and Flip Turn. Scald and Flip Turn are both Water-type moves. So if you come in and you trace Water Absorb, not only do you heal, you're also immune to their moves. And since that's the only move that Vaporeon carries, you're going to force a switch. So that's like the best of both worlds from the Regenerator and Flash Fire examples from last game. This Toedscruel comes in on my Moonblast and takes so little, I'm like, you know what? I don't think you have enough speed to outpace me, so I just click Moonblast again. It could have knocked off and got rid of my specs, but I was so sure it didn't have the speed investment required to outpace me. This team has a pretty big problem with Rotom Heat, and just kind of fire types that don't have Flash Fire in general. I have no fire resist and like 3 weaknesses. I am running Terra Water on both Mudsdale and Revivroom to kind of offset it a little bit. I'll be sure to leave a paste bin in the description below if you guys want to take this out on the RU ladder and try it for yourselves. I did pretty well with it. I started on a brand new account and went 15-4 with this team, which is not terrible, it's pretty good. Man, do I pick a weird way to go about handling this Mimikyu. I have a Mudsdale. I could just Earthquake twice and probably take it out. But I'm going to get up rocks and try to roar it out and do a bunch of weird stuff with this. I think I actually roar first. I end up roaring Vaporeon back to Mimikyu. He ends up Swords Dancing on me here, as I just get up rocks with the intention of roaring him out next turn, just because I know Mudsdale is bulky and can take one of anything. I end up roaring him out back to Vaporeon, and you already know that's a free switch back to Gardevoir. So I'm going to come in with Gardevoir, trace the Water Absorb, and heal off of his Scald. As I said before, the other two moves Vaporeon runs are Wish and Protect. So with Moonblast only doing 54, it can theoretically do that forever and stall you out, I guess, if that's the way the Vaporeon player wants to do. But you could also just crit him with a Moonblast. Alternatively, I could have Terra Fairy'd at any point and accomplished the exact same thing. But he's going to scoop it up. That's a GG, buddy. And the last game for today, you already know what I'm looking to copy. I'm looking to copy that adaptability, baby. But we'll take it slow. We'll get there when the time is right. We'll get a Toxic off on this Screamtail and then immediately Volt Switch out. Go take the opportunity to go to Big Revavroom. But I was scared to Shift Gear because so many Screamtails run Encore. So I end up just Iron Heading and getting the kill. Man, if I had Shift Geared there, I could have gone crazy with Revavroom this game, but alas. It looks like Cloyster's gonna go crazy on me instead. This was when I was playing with Terra Steel Mudsdale, just to come to the conclusion that Terra Water is still better. I run into the one mixed Cloyster on all of ladder, and get nuked by two Hydro Pumps here. I was really expecting to get 5 stamina boosts and then nuke that with a body press. But it looks like Belly Bolt is just going to have to do it instead. Electromorphosis procs on every hit of Icicle Spear, so enjoy this wall of text on your screen, boys. So Belly Bolt is going to do what Mudsdale failed to do and save us from the Cloyster sweep. I'm going to Volt Switch here. Not going to lie, I was just not expecting to be faster, so I clicked something expecting to die. Whoops. So I'm kind of forced into Revavroom. It's the only thing that can comfortably take a Draco, and even that might be a stretch. But I take the opportunity to Shift Gear on this Bisharp, which was probably a mistake. I get a lot of damage off with high horsepower, but it is not even close to enough, and Bisharp's gonna destroy me. I really like this Heracross set. It's just heavy duty boots with spikes and 3 attacks. I'm running Close Combat Knockoff and Stone Edge. But I think that last move slot is very customizable and you could kind of run whatever you want to on it. But I'm just going to get up a Spike with Heracross and then die to the Dragalge. He goes Azelf after the flip turn and I go Rotom Mow. Because I am Scarf, I will be faster, I get to Volt Switch. And then I end up sacking Belly Bolt here. I kind of messed this in-game up, and let me explain. I see that he's Life Orb, so he's actually in Volt Switch range right now. That's what I should click. But instead I click this Thunderbolt, and now I'm locked in. So if that was like Dragon Dance Iron Thorns, he could have came in, grabbed a free Dragon Dance, and totally beat me here. But since he's Plot Azelf, I think he's like Stealth Rocking Iron Thorns. And here it is. I copy the adaptability from Dragalge. I am Specs Moonblast. Here comes the Iron Thorns. Go ahead and Terra Bug. You still don't resist me, and that drops. That did not kill without the adaptability boost. But that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you.